When I pass at the pub where Teresa used to be, I was coming from the library and I stopped at the Blue. There was a plaque for the whatever right out by the library, and I stood there and I recorded about the, what do you call the people that look after the dead? There was a man who had taken over in his family business. He died unexpectedly in 2015. I stood and I recorded, and then I came out and I done some more recording. And I passed some young men stood at the Iceland. They corrected me that they were not alone. There was a young lady going out with them, and I stood and I showed them my book. I came up to the pub and I looked through the window. I could not see Teresa Salmon anywhere. I reached out to the bloke. I said, I'm looking for Teresa Salmon. He came to the door and he said, Teresa passed away on the 27th of December, and then he told me of her struggle. She was not taking her medication. Whilst in the hospital, they have to feed her through the drip, and Michael told me his mom just gave up the fight. They are somewhere around the throne of God. Teresa is somewhere around the throne of God. I told Michael I will shed a tear. Don't pay me any mind. And I took out my book and showed Michael the pictures. The pictures of Teresa in the magazine and the card that I made for Teresa at Bird in the Bush. I started so many projects while I'm working at London Early Years Foundation. Now it's time for me to bring them out to tell the stories. The stories of discrimination that is covered up in the laws that social media make us voiceless, vulnerable. I will not give up my fight for justice because I have to honor Teresa Salmon, the lady who was born in Southwark and went to Wales. Evacuated to Wales. She was telling me the story. I must revive my project for those who have gone on before. For some reason today I'm searching for these people. I went looking for Mr. Williams. I have not seen him for a while. I've been getting other people on this track. Teresa Salmon is somewhere around the throne of God. Teresa Salmon is somewhere around the throne of God. I'll keep searching and fighting with my Fight for Justice campaign. in the name of Teresa Salmon, who I met at Bird in the Bush. Keep on staying within the throne of God. My mother, my father, my brothers, my granny, my grannies, my uncles, and everyone who's gone on since London Early Years Foundation decided to sanction discrimination. So now I'm gonna call the name of the last person who has joined the list of discriminators. Now, Emma Martin Hamilton, in my views, you're just an ignorant racist bigot who has decided to not see the evidence. The evidence that Barclays took my £1,000 at the counter and then locked me in their bank for police to come and murder me. So Emma Martin Hamilton, you've still got choice to give me an apology, and I leave it there as and when I receive that apology. Because I'm doing this in the name of Teresa Salmon, the lady who cried when I made her some card. So they are somewhere around the throne of God. They are somewhere around the throne of God. I keep searching and searching until I get justice for the people I've met along the way. I'm thinking of Chef Gloria, who is still working in New Cross Nursery, as I finish and have some food before I go blogging. So they're somewhere around the throne of God. They are somewhere around the throne of God. I will keep searching and searching until I shall find them. June O'Sullivan and Richard Harty must go to hell. So they are somewhere around the throne of God. They are somewhere around the throne of God. I'll keep searching and searching until I shall find them. They are somewhere around God's throne.